Sans the Drew. Like, we promised Drew is actually coming back.
Yeah, I'm just
Like,
fucking with y'all.
But it's true. I have the receipts. It's just our time frames have not been matching up the last few Tuesdays. And with
It is the holidays, you know, he does have to spend some extra time on the corner earning that side hustle. Which is understandable. You know, he's got kids.
But let's elaborate. He's selling drugs to children. Like, he's not a hooker. Like,
no way, he would never do that. No, it's definitely, and it's drugs to children like under like 12. So I mean, it's a good demographic.
Like, they're barely people yet.
Those kids are barely people. Hey, everybody, it is us.
There's a lot going
like we were just
on
here yesterday or something.
I know, in a totally different format, a totally different show. I think this is where me and Todd just admit this is just how we like to hang out with each other, and we call it a podcast, and it justifies us having weird conversations about our many, many likes and obsessions and fandoms and everything else. And Drew does exist. We didn't kill him. And Garrett is coming back too. Like, we didn't just kill our other co-hosts to our other shows, or I did at least. And hey guys, remember, if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, if I can get 800 of you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Todd will grow a mustache.
We never chatted and finalized it. I said I would think about it.
Right, but if
about it,
you are going to make a decision on this week's Christmas episode of the Todd and Joe Morning Show. But if I can build the hype now, if I can get that ball rolling now, and you already are seeing that people are hopping on the stash train, chugga, choo, choo, I think that it might help my case a little bit. Like, look at the dude, like, right next to you, man. I'm not sure who. I think that's supposed to be Joe's buds, but it's not. But, like, literally, if I take his stash and just put it on your face, it works.
Have you seen Joe lately? He's got a massive beard going on.
Yeah, he's trying to compete. I actually didn't. He's a Patriots fan. I never realized that. It makes sense.
I didn't know that.
Well, he was at a Patriots game this past weekend. So I take him as a Pats fan because he was not wearing not Pats gear.
Who were they playing?
The Buffalo Bills, actually.
He is from New York, so I mean, there's a 50-50 chance.
I mean, I can look right now. I'll look right now. Let's see. This is totally not wrestling related, guys. Joe, there he is.
While we wait, let's tell you more about Joe.
I hear somebody say they need to get high.
Dude, I need to get high. Instead, where can I go?
Oh, I know a place.
And as I showed Mr. Stones that day, this was the magical place to get all of the highest grade cannabis flower, pre-rolls, vaporizers, concentrates, edibles, topicals, accessories, gummies, creams, and so much more. Just take a little trip down to 4656 Onondaga Boulevard, Syracuse, New York, and get some bud from our bud, Joe, at Joe's Buds. Maybe you can be our bud too.
I know we've spoken of it before, but it still is sort of a little bit surreal to me that I can go into a store to buy weed now.
It's such a weird
feeling. I've had weed delivered. You have too.
But Todd, you work in the weed industry legally. Like, think about that.
Actually, we just did our 100th harvest today.
That's wild.
So when I started, it probably was in like the low to mid teens that we were on.
What does that mean?
That I've been there for damn near 100 harvests.
Oh shit!
Actually, my 2-year anniversary is on Saturday.
That flew by pretty quick.
So, Mr. Joe, what is he?
So hang on. We've been on. He actually is not wearing any team affiliation, but it looks like whoever the older gentleman with him had Boston stuff on. I don't know if it was his dad or father-in-law or whatnot. But we've been recording now for 5 minutes and we have not talked about anything about wrestling. And this was a huge weekend, right? Yeah. This was a huge weekend in wrestling.
Yeah.
No, wrong guy.
Oh, sorry.
Say his name.
Nope, he was there. He took part.
Sorry. No.
Todd.
Yes. Todd.
Go fuck yourself, pal.
John Cena had his last match this past Saturday at Saturday night's main event, or what we'll call Saturday Night Lame Event Part 2 of the Saturday Night Lame Event series. Besides John's match and a very, very brief 6-minute match with the tag match, it was kind of a very bland. Is it even a PLE? Like, what do we call it? Like special presentation? Maybe.
Yeah, it was like fucking what I mean. They used to do it back in the day, or like Sunday Night Heat. You remember Sunday Night Heat?
Yes.
Sunday Night Heat would piss me off because a lot of times I wouldn't get the pay-per-views and they would like be something crazy and they'd be like, "Oh, we're live next on pay-per-view," and then like Austin's like getting ready to fucking take out the Rock, and then it just fucking goes to black. And anyway, yeah, I don't know what I would call it. A waste of time. Like I would have just rather. Here's what I would have rather seen.
We're going right into it. Taking off training wheels. We're diving. I'm elbow deep.
Taking my fucking pants off. Fucking fisting it like a champ.
Oh my man.
What I would have preferred personally is like an hour or an hour and a half of like the history of John Cena, highlights from his matches, career making moments, fucking injuries, him coming back, craziest returns, like that type of shit. And then,
since you say that, I may have something along those lines to present for the class, but continue with your rant.
But they also needed a better match. Does that come down to the opponent? For me, yes and no. Not a fan of Gunther, but it's whatever. I think for me and a lot of people, I'm assuming it more came down to like how the match like played out and ended. If anything, and I know it was in the group chat, I don't remember who the fuck said it. He should have been choked out. Because then he never would have given up and blah, 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 moniker this and saying that.
Yeah, I agree. He should have pulled the Austin move there.
Yeah.
Like when it should have been.
What I said in the chat was, remember heel Cena being like, "I'm going to ruin wrestling." Yeah. And then he sits there and smiles like, "This doesn't hurt me at all. This is nothing." Tap, tap, tap.
Like, you think that's really what it was? You think it was heel Cena?
I mean, why else would he just be like, doing his thing and then all of a sudden just be like,
See, I totally saw that in a completely different fashion. I saw that as like my time is up kind of thing. Like Gunther tried to choke him out about 8,000 times during that match. And in doing so, he got to the point where it was Cena was ready. Like he smiled, a very quick smile on the amazing career that he had, and finally gave up. And when he gave up, he was done. And something else I want to point out here that I don't know if this was intentional or not, but that match went for 23 minutes. 1 minute for every year that John Cena gave us. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how emotional you are about this. I seem far more touched than you are, which it is what it is what it is.
I guess it's one of those things where like I appreciate his career and whatnot, but I didn't watch wrestling for a long time, which was most of his career. So like
Well,
I really
the first half of his career I caught here and there. I wasn't as avid as I am now, but I don't know. Like for me, he's never was my favorite wrestler. He was like Logan's when Logan was very very little. Like it's just so much that he's done, so much he's done for other people. Like, and I understand him putting Gunther over. Not that I agreed with it, because he just made Gunther essentially WWE's Thanos right now. Like
and I'm good with all that. It's just the way it was done at the very end is just what bothers me. Like literally, like the match was good, and right on to them wanting to push Gunther. I'm not a fan, but if that's what they want to do,
Right.
that's their fucking $1
Right.
billion business. But to me, it just all came down to like that was just a dumb way to finish it, I guess. Like to me personally, it just it like broke kayfabe. It was Cena smiling like it wasn't hurting him anymore all of a sudden, like kind of like it doesn't really hurt. Like again, like I just feel like, and even at the end, the way he was looking, and I get it, man, like it's a rush of emotion or whatever, and it just like sometimes the look on his face was just like odd, and like I don't know, I was like
I don't know. Can you imagine the gambit of emotions that man was going through? Like,
oh, absolutely not.
like, and I
Where was
get
Nikki
that
Bella, huh?
they're not together anymore, buddy.
I know, I'm just saying, like there's no message from her. She wasn't out there, bitch.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Like, and actually, I'm gonna read it to you guys.
Read it with passion,
because
desire.
when I read this originally, and I was very touched by it. But then when I read it out loud to Maria, I got very very choked up. I may have been a little stoned.
No way.
Not gonna lie, but it really touched me because it really showed, like, especially coming from Taker, I guess, because he's so respected, and like it just it would mean a lot to me if I was in his position. And it read, where is it? Here it is. Come on. All right, here we go. Where is it? Okay, Triple H. Oh, here we go. He said, man, I'm just all over the place with these. All right. Nice job. Those were the words I said to you 23 years ago when you debuted. Now, on the day of your final match, I say it again. Nice job. Hustle, loyalty, respect is more than just a catchphrase. For 23 years, you have lived by those words. Your passion for our business and dedication to our fan base is unmatched. You have shared To have shared the ring with you and to have been part of your journey has been an honor. As your in-ring career winds down, be proud of the body of work and the memories you've created. Enjoy the last ride tonight, my friend, and one final time. Nice job. Like, that's such a like feel good, tender, genuine moment. And to anybody to be in any kind of business, like in like Undertaker, one of like Undertaker's last T-shirts was something along the lines: "Be weary of the old man in a business where young men don't last long," or something like that. Like, and I someday it's gonna be me retiring. You know what I mean? I get emotional and more sentimental as I've grown older, and it just, god damn, this guy did a lot. He held that fucking belt 17 times. 17 different times, and I'm not gonna be like Jesse Ventura. Did you hear what he said at the pre-show?
No, he was on the
Ju-
pre-show. I didn't watch
Yes.
pre-show.
He goes, I don't understand what the big hubbub about John Cena winning the belt 17 times. That means he lost it 17 times. And who wants to celebrate 17 losses? What a dope. But to win that gold 17 times, 17 different times, entertain us, make us feel like we are part of something. Like it's amazing. Like, and my man John Felix Anthony Cena fucking did it. So you want to see this video quick before we go on?
Why are they letting Jesse Ventura back on here after the
I
that cage
don't.
match shit? Like, I mean, the dude is not.
I think it plays into something probably along the lines of why Mick Foley quit all ties to WWE today. But here we don't talk politics; we report the news, and we'll talk about it quickly. But Mick Foley has cut ties with WWE after the president's remark about the awful murder of Rob Reiner. And because of Mick's political views and the way he feels about things, and the president's very, very callous remarks about the untimely homicide of a Hollywood legend, rubbed him the wrong way to the point where he doesn't want to be part of a company that has any kind of ties with the president, which everybody's entitled to their opinion. They're entitled to what they want to do. And
America.
We'll still talk about the fucking great Mick Foley, and we will still talk about wrestling. But go ahead, Todd.
Where are we going?
I was going to play the video, and you told me to hold up.
Oh, yeah, then the whole Jesse Ventura shit. That's what I wanted to say was why the hell is he allowed back there? Because he's dumb and old and just shouldn't be doing that shit.
I absolutely agree with you.
Oh, gosh.
So
let's see your,
share my
see this video. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Share that screen.
Share. I will reload this. Boop.
Yeah, you can be the greatest. You can be the best. You can be the greatest.
There we go. JBL 1.
It's like super small.
Edge was 2 and 3. Jericho. Edge, Big Show, John Cena for 5.
Can you make it any bigger?
What?
It's small. Like, it's really small.
Yeah, that's just the Instagrams. It's not meant for
I didn't know if you could make it bigger than that or not.
No, I can't.
I gotcha.
That's why I was kind of reading the names, but I probably could have turned the music off that whole time.
Yeah.
So at 11, we got Mysterio. Oh, Alberto Del Rio.
Jesus Christ, that guy.
2013, The Rock. Del Rio 2. I forgot how hard they pushed him.
Yeah, and he just was a terrible human being.
Yeah. Winning the Money in the Bank for 14. Agent, dude, this was such a. I want to kind of go back and watch all these matches.
It would be smart if they actually compiled them somewhere.
I'm sure they do. And then Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Oof.
How long was that gap between his last one and Cody? What year was that?
I don't know. I looks that up though.
Just out of curiosity. I mean, I know he was gone a lot for movies and shit like that, but
I felt like there wasn't that much in between because it was AJ.
Yeah, AJ. If AJ was the last one, I swear that said 2017.
Was it that long? Championships. Here we go. All right. There we go. WWE Championship. 2014 to present. There we go. Reigns. WWE Champions. Reigns. Buddy Rogers. John fucking Cena. Oh, I don't want Reigns names. History. Yeah, you're gonna find it before me, aren't you?
Probably. Uh, 2017, defeating AJ Styles.
I mean, so that was what, 7 years?
But
do you know what?
8.
But do you know what it was? That's when they gave him the real big push for the U.S. title. Remember, he kept on coming back, and he was holding that. So, Cena had the World Championship 17 times, 14 the WWE, 3 times the World Heavyweight. That's 18. No, that's 17.
Yeah, so.
Yep. And then he was 5-time U.S. title holder, 1-time IC, 4-time tag team. He won the Royal Rumble twice, Money in the Bank once, and he's a Grand Slam champion. Who? All right, let's see. I'm going to do a test with you.
Are you an owl?
Who?
What the fuck?
Who did John Cena win the tag belts with? So it said he won them 4 times.
I'm trying to remember.
Oh man. 1, 2, 3. I probably would only have guessed one of these. The other 3, I don't even remember any of these reigns. One of them only lasted a day, so I'll give you that one because that's probably the one neither one of us will guess. Dave Otunga. Remember him?
Yeah.
They held the belt in 2010 for less than a day.
Still counts.
Who were his other 3 tag partners?
Some reason I want to say The Miz.
The Miz was the last one. The Miz won the WWE Championship, which was unified with the tag titles at the time, with The Miz in 2011, though they quickly lost them.
Edge?
No, it was not Edge. Edge would have been one of my guesses, though.
Let me think. Truth?
Nope. That would have been one of my guesses also.
Orton?
No, but they are one, if not both, are Hall of Famers, and one's a multiple time Hall of Famer. One comes from our Attitude Era, and one is a more recent who has left for Hollywood.
The Rock?
No. Another very...
I don't know. I give up. My brain's too... Oh, yeah. Okay.
He won the tag championships in 2008 with Batista.
Oh,
and
chat.
His first tag partner was HBK.
Nice.
Shawn freaking Michaels. Who messaged us?
I don't know.
Public chat. That's Mike. That's the guy who wants you to grow a mustache. We talked about that yesterday too on Todd and Joe, Michael. Yes. All right. So, what else do we got on this? What else you got to say about Cena before we go into Raw? There, Potiphar.
I don't know. Again, it just kind of was. Here's just something to say all around, just because it's sad that you even have to say it.
Okay.
But to anybody that might be watching,
Mike,
and other people, wrestlers are people that are playing characters on a TV show.
Yes.
To get mad at somebody and verbally abuse them and follow them to their bus because you're mad that they did their job and what their boss told them to do, you need to seek professional help. That is...
Wait, what are we talking about?
You didn't hear the people following Gunther to his bus and shit after...
No.
Oh yeah, dude, they had to double his security because there were people pissed, following him to his bus, fucking fuck you, Gunther, yeah, dude, just, yeah, too much. You know what? Again, right. I'm not a fan of him, but I understand that he is a person that is literally playing a character on a TV show.
So, guys, when you go to harass Todd in public about not having a mustache, do not follow him to his tour bus. He will not appreciate it. Now, if you follow him to his car, that's okay. And if you can make sure that the mail is delivered to his house and not left on his mailbox, he is also okay with that.
You'll get a gold star for that.
Yes. So, going into Raw. Raw opened with a recap of Cena's final match at Saturday Night Main Event 2 days prior, which led to the aforementioned Gunther making his way to the ring. The crowd gave him a lot of heat as he stood on the announce table and posed, which that motherfucker got ate through that shit 2 nights prior too. And he posed for the unhappy crowd. He bragged about making Cena tap out before dropping the mic and walking away with a Giganosaurus Rex of a smile on his face.
I think he called Cena a bitch.
However, he turned around and went back to the ring so he could pose one more time, and the entire arena booed him. He looked like he would leave after that, but he chose to go back and keep bragging about how he made Cena tap out. One of the defining qualities Gunther has is his simplicity. In this segment, by calling Cena a bitch and everything else that he went and did, leaned into it. He didn't need to talk for 20 minutes. He just needed to get some heat, and it fucking worked. He is now the Thanos of WWE. The camera followed him backstage, and he insulted a couple other WWE superstars, and then Adam Pearce got pissed off and told him to go find the exit because he was done for the night.
And he called him an asshole.
I know. It was awesome.
It was fantastic.
And then as he drove off, he made was this, or would he do this?
I don't remember.
I think he did this, actually. I think he did.
He talked to AJ. AJ was out.
He did it to AJ. He did that to AJ. It was a very, very
I swear to God,
segment.
If they have him retire Styles,
So, I was actually talking to somebody about this today, and that's what I think they are leaning towards. that they are trying to make. So it's rumored AJ Styles, Brock Lesnar, and Randy Orton are all retiring next year. Brock has said that he's going to retire at SummerSlam because SummerSlam's in Minneapolis this year. So say AJ retires May, June ish, or even at WrestleMania. What if Gunther retires? That would make sense. Gunther retires AJ Styles at WrestleMania. Because where did AJ Styles retire The Undertaker? WrestleMania. A little poetic justice there. Okay, he retires him there. Then, boom, Minneapolis. They have from Mania, SummerSlam. He retires Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. And now they're calling him the new legend killer. Well, guess who does not like that? He's hearing voices in his head and it's rattling the Viper, okay? And then you end with probably Survivor Series, Gunther versus Randy Orton in his last match. Holy shit, unless they do it on the last Saturday night main event like this year, does Gunther retire 2 WWE Hall of Famers, all-time greats, at Saturday night main event that starts making this the last Saturday night main event of the year this thing now. Now it's the big five they're talking about because now it's the Saturday night main event. It's the true main events of the Saturday night main events. And you have Gunther being the fucking new Legend Killer 2.0 motherfucker. Give me a fucking job and pay my bills, motherfucker. Come on.
I don't like it when they do stuff over again. Because generally the first time with a lot of it is done well. And there's no point to like keep repeating it. So like Orton being the Legend Killer is just perfect. Mick Foley going off the top of the cage was fucking perfect. And then they did it again. And then they did it again. And then they did it again. And it just got stupider and stupider every time they did it.
I still love the Shane going off the top with his match with Taker. That was amazing.
No, the best thing that Shane ever did was when he was climbing the fucking Titantron and whoever the fuck he was wrestling fucking slammed him off, and that drop that he did with that one leg out and shit, and just like that was probably one of the best fucking like falls I've ever seen anybody take.
So did you know the second time Foley fell through the Hell in the Cell where he goes through the mat? When they practiced that, Foley never practiced it. Shane McMahon was the one who did the fucking testing of that spot for Mick Foley. Like, that's how important Mick Foley was, that the boss's son is doing your stunts for you to make sure you're able to do it the next day. Like, that's gangster. All right.
Yeah.
So the recap video excluded all the booing and negative chants after seeing his last match. That was kind of awesome. And it was kind of super weird to see Gunther laughing, in my opinion.
Yeah,
So then we had this new revival of the tag division, the Usos versus the New Day. And actually, I read something about Jey Uso, and we'll talk about it in a second. But Jey and Jimmy Uso made their entrance first to take on Kofi and Xavier, reigniting their years-long feud in the process. Obviously, Grayson Waller was in the New Day's corner, just for emotional support. Jimmy and Kofi started us off, and that was a standard lockup, quick headlock sequence. Both men ducked kicks from each other to show how well they knew each other in the ring. This isn't just going to be your average match. This is years and years of going at each other, Todd. Now, while it was a serviceable match, these two teams have like so many like show-stealing performances in the past that it just felt like that this wasn't what we know they're capable of doing together. And it wasn't that it was a bad match at all. It's just we know how this shit goes. You know what I mean? Yeah. And The last third of the match was definitely the best part. They did a good job, like making each other like look like either one of them could win at any time. But at the end, it was the main event, along with his twin Big Jim winning. It was great. Like I don't like the heel New Day, but it's weird for me when you're seeing like Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, who we watched for a fucking decade, throwing bootios and everything else out to the crowd, being like mean to the crowd. And Joe Testero or whatever the fuck his name is, he did say during the match that this was the 44th match these two have had. And
That's crazy.
I kind of wish they had something better to do, Grayson Waller, because I think the dude has a lot of potential. I actually thought like him and Austin Theory give it a better gimmick, but I think the two worked very, very well together.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just kind of yeah.
So then we had Io Sky and Rhea headed to the ring to do a promo, and they get attacked by Asuka and Kari. The
Bukkake Warriors. Yeah, the Bukkake Warriors.
Left them down and out to end the segment. Then we saw Maxine versus Ivy. And I'm digging this IC run by Maxine. Like, it did kind of come out of left field how over she's gotten, but it's kind of like a Daniel Bryan kind of thing. Like, I dig these things. They're very, very like homebrew. It's not that corporate push that they want us to. It's kind of like something like fucking Kofi Mania, like all that shit, you know, like even like Jay's push. Actually, so going back to Jay. So there was it the pre-show Survivor Series, or was it the pre-show this Saturday Night Main Event? But he seemed kind of like he was kind of a little fucked up. Like when he was.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff that people thought he was like drunk or some shit.
And like we know, it was Jay that's got a couple Deweys, right?
Yes.
So, and that's kind of why like his whole push kind of got paused, and he's like they really didn't have anything to do with Jimmy, and this is kind of like think Triple H after the whole hug her around the world, like kind of putting time out till he can get his shit straight, or if he can get his shit straight, kind of thing, which sucks because we all know how much like I love Jay, but it sucks. So back to Maxine and Ivy. Maxine tried to show she wasn't scared of Ivy, but she quickly found herself on the mat. It's kind of weird seeing these two going at each other after the fucking Alpha Academy shit and everything. Like, I wish I cared more, I guess, is what I want to say.
Yeah, I feel
but Dupree kind of showed us all the training she's been doing with Natty, like trying to use the submissions and everything. But she's still kind of being portrayed like she kind of didn't know what she was doing, even though she's been with the WWE for like fucking 5 years. I know they're going for like that David versus Goliath underdog kind of low man against the odds push. And I know, so it kind of makes sense to make her seem like she's inexperienced, but I don't know. Like, it's kind of getting old. Like, she's a champ now. Like, let her go. Let's stay as a champ. I give the match like a C. We had Dupree beat Ivy. And so then, like right after this, we had the Paul Heyman segment where he's saying he doesn't know who this masked guy who's been helping him is. Next match, we had Stephanie versus Raquel. Like, we're going south of the border here, guys. And so before that, we had CM Punk, and he marched his way to the ring after the break looking like he meant business. He's not happy. Garrett, if you can give us an update about Phil's mental state. I know he's had a long year. Just give him a hug for me if you could. He focused this whole entire spot on Braun Breaker, And what happens at the War Games match? Surprisingly, the promo went on uninterrupted. I was kind of expecting what is he, the mean dog or whatever?
Yeah, I don't know.
He should be
Badass.
Steiner.
I don't know. It just look at me. I can spear people because no one else does that.
Right. And then we're set up for our women's match, and Raquel asked Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez to stay backstage. I kind of like this. It's almost like Raquel's taking that Rhea spot in Judgment Day, and like she's kind of telling like the other girls go. And so early on, Rodriguez definitely used her size to her advantage, but Stephanie stayed in the fight, and she made it very. It was a very competitive match. I really dug this match. I didn't ever feel like Stephanie was going to lose, but you know, it was a nice like tease of what could happen. And then it kind of went to a little no contest because then we had John Cena's favorite crazy ex-girlfriend attacking both women, causing the ref to call it a no contest. Then we had a little bit of a match between Mr. 619 himself and the most annoying man I hate that I love him in WWE, Logan Paul. And these two have had their issues in the past, so there was no love lost between these two gentlemen this week. They locked up and they fought for control, and it was a decent match with a lot of good spots. I hate that I like this guy, Todd. He's a fucking clown, and he's so good as a heel. Like, I won't ever believe a face turn from him. And like, you can tell how much he's really learned in his last, what's been like 3 years he's been in WWE.
Yeah.
Then we had the guys we thought were going to show up earlier, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, start heading to the ring. But Garrett's older brother came out with a chair and he drove him off. A few minutes later, our man without a name, the masked hoodie dude, comes out and he hit Rey Mysterio with a stomp. Ref was distracted, and then we have Logan Paul hit the frog splash for the win. Then we had CM Punk show up again. And the masked man revealed himself to be who, Todd?
Austin Theory!
I don't get what they were doing here. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's been a 2-week tease. It's Austin Theory's joining the Vision now. Okay.
Yeah, I don't
know
why. I don't know. So yeah, it's it's gotten dumb.
I don't get it. I don't know.
I'll take all of it. It's amazing.
I don't know. And then after this, we had a stupid segment with Lyria and Bailey.
Oh yeah, now she wants her all angry again. And I don't know, she was angry before, and then I don't know. You were sad when she was angry. Now you're mad because she's happy. What's happening?
I don't know, man. Like on paper, this should have been a pretty decent Raw, but I don't know. It felt like everybody was just off. Like maybe it's Cena retiring is affecting all of them, and I don't know what the fuck it is, but it feels like everybody's got the wintertime blues.
Yeah.
And so like, other than the women's fight, which was a no contest, nothing really felt like it fucking mattered.
No. And honestly, like, just going back on things that are like that WWE just overplays, the whole fucking mist shit. Like,
it's stupid, man.
It's a thing that's supposed to be like oh my God, I'm in the middle of a match and I'm losing. Oh, the ref got distracted, and you do it like once in like a year or twice a year because that's what keeps it fresh. But like every month to be like, all right, well, this is what's going to happen. And Oscar, you're going to fucking spit some shit in that bitch's face. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't
spit some shit in that bitch's face. That sounds like a fucking song from like the early 2000s Little Kim album. Like,
Yo,
spit some shit in that
bitch's
bitch's face. She's a disgrace. Hit it like the mace.
Yeah.
I like the taste
Oh, there was another segment
of paste.
that the Miz was in.
No haste.
And R-Truth came out and was talking to him about like how he had switched the names.
I cracked the case.
All right. And so how he switched the names, how he caught him, and then the Miz took a look at what the name was.
Oh yeah.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Cause you love him in London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland and Canada.
I love this.
Yeah. And
I
it
love
was
it.
just he was just there. Like he just appeared. He said his name and there he was, and he was like, hey, and then Truth and Mr. Joe Henry just beat the hell out of the Miz, and it was great.
So you know how you have like that little Garrett mask? So you should make one of Joe Hendry and like tape like a popsicle stick, and then like when you do that and say his name and maybe like we'll get like 1 million views on TikTok.
Joe Hendry would be like, I want to be on your guys' show. We'll be like, oh shit.
Would you grow a mustache then? What if Joe Hendry told you to grow a mustache?
I'd be like, can we have you on X amount of times throughout the year if we give you enough notice ahead of time? And if he said yes, then I'd be like, okay.
So what person, if they said to you, was like, Todd, I think you would look amazing with a mustache, that you'd be like, all right, fuck it, I'm growing a mustache?
I don't know. Because I really don't like care much about people's opinions of me. So it's hard for me to be like, oh my God, if so-and-so told me this, I would fucking do it.
Who is your childhood celebrity crush?
I don't fucking remember. Maybe it would have to be Kelly, Saved by the Bell. Tiffany Amber.
All right, so Tiffany Amber Thiessen, and say you meet her you go to a Comic-Con or something, you at a signing, and you're signing. She's like, oh, what? Oh, yeah. And she just like looks at you. She goes, wow, you would look so handsome if you just had a mustache to go with that beard. Would you or would you not immediately be like, well, I can throw my razors out?
No, I'd be like, bitch, did you just call me ugly? And then like it would just turn into like a big issue after that, because now you're just like, if she was like, you would look handsome, like you would look so handsome with a mustache, I'd be like, dude, then I'm ugly. So you think I'm ugly without a mustache? Like, hey, look at me for me as a person, you cunt. Don't fight.
Whoa. That was not an intentional, that was a hypothetical situation. Miss Thiessen, Todd is not calling you that.
No. No,
dude,
you are actually you seem like an amazing person, and you were funny in the new Saved by the Bell.
So, like for me, like I grow. This is my man makeup here because when this is all shaved, I look like a penis with like eyes. Okay, but if Danielle Fishel or Jennifer Love Hewitt were like, you would look so fucking sexy, just completely shaven. Like, goodbye eyebrows, man. Goodbye everything. Like, yes, ma'am.
Rip your eyelashes out and shit.
Don't need them. Don't need them.
Don't need any of this. Yeah, I'd just be like, cool, thanks for your opinion. I'm gonna go now. because that's a weird interaction.
What if George Carlin comes back to life as like Todd Groan mustache?
I'd be like, dude, you decimated my name. Absolutely not. Love you, George, but no way. Nope.
Time.
I got nothing.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I'm not. No.
Breaking news just coming to us now. You're a bitch. Have a nice day.
I'm not a bitch. We got any more wrestling stuff, Todd?
Trying to think. I see random shit from AEW. Oh, I did see. I think I sent it in the group chat. It was a nice little salute to Cena from Mr. Samoa Joe during one of his matches.
What did Samoa Joe say?
He literally did like an AA and then put the dude in the STF and then gave him like looked into the camera, smiled, and like gave a salute. So
that makes me so happy.
Like that was like, it wasn't even like subtle. Like it was like blatantly him doing the AA, like blatantly him putting him in like the STF. And yeah, he just got like this smile and then just like, and then like the dude fucking like kicked out of the shit. But yeah.
I love that everybody like loved working with him. And like just think about everybody he put over. Like KO.
Yeah. Dude, yeah. Yes.
AJ when AJ first came, like bro,
yeah.
I think that's what I'm gonna go do. I think I'm gonna get off the show with you and go watch Cena championship matches.
2 things. One, I don't fucking remember. 2, this has to do with Royal Rumble. What the fuck were they gonna talk about? I was gonna mention something else besides a Royal Rumble. Cena. Oh, yes, now I remember. Because I don't think, have they announced all the people for the Hall of Fame next year?
No. Have they announced anybody?
Stephanie?
Well, yeah, Steph, but no. And I remember like the year Paul Heyman went in, I remember it like they didn't start announcing people till like fucking Royal Rumble. Like it was real like,
yeah, it was late. I'm wondering if he'll get announced for next year. I mean, he should. He deserves it. And now he's retired, so it's not like it's whatever. Also, so I know people are all whatever about the Rumble not being in America, and I get that. But you know what's the shit? It's on at like 3:00 in the afternoon.
Oh yeah, I know. I don't know. Like so, like with me, like one of my favorite memories from the very recent-ish past was I had the kids. It was actually the first year me and my ex split up, and we did like a nacho table for the Rumble.
Hell yeah! Fuck yeah!
And then it was like the year that The Rock came out with Terramana, and so like we made like margaritas and like. So, like, we had a big nacho table. We're drinking the Rock's margaritas. And
getting the kids hammered. Nice.
No, margaritas for me. And it was fun. So, like, yeah, I could still do that. But, like, 3:00 in the afternoon, Rumble's done by 5. Like, no, that's usually a 3. So, 6.
Yeah. Depends. Some of them, they start early. Depends on what they have for matches. Because you got to remember, there's 2 fucking Rumbles. So that's like 2 hours plus. Right. So I know at one point in time they were doing, I think, like 4 hours for like the Rumble. But yeah, so, but I'm just, because I'm old. So I know there's a better chance that I'll stay awake the whole time if it's in the afternoon. So
Royal Rumble 2025. Let's see. Main event. Results. Here we go.
Fucking starving.
You're starving? Like
yes.
Brain?
Starving. We're gonna make nachos actually.
What? Oh, that's nice. Can I come over?
Sure.
went for 1 hour and 20 minutes for the men's. And the women's went for 1 hour and 7 minutes.
Yeah, so yeah. 2.5 hours, pushing 2.5 hours.
So that's 2.5 hours there. And let's see, what matches do we have? Preliminary. Then we had tag champ. There's only 2 other matches. And that's when Cody defended against KO in the ladder match.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, probably about 3.5 hours. All right. We've been going on for almost an hour. Todd,
we're awesome. All right, man. Well, we're going to go and stuff.
Keep it gangsters.
Yeah, make sure, check us on Mondays because we're cool. And we'll have a Christmas special next Monday.
Ooh.
Peace, bitches.
Bye.